Jen and I, we've been in the Greensboro area and coming to Lakeside now for about 3 years. Jennifer and I were both from North Georgia. We actually met in undergrad at the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega. We both grew up in an upbringing going to church. Both of our families attended church routinely. And as a matter of fact, our first date was to a church in Cumming, Georgia.
In 2020, our lives really came to a halt. Reece and I, we were recently engaged, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 26. I went through about 5 months of chemotherapy, had a double mastectomy, and multiple reconstructive surgeries, all while trying to take care of patients the best I could in a challenging time of healthcare with the COVID-19 pandemic. It really felt like the plug had been pulled on our lives and we were forced into this major life reset. Reece and I, we had grown up in church, but really our faith was superficial. It was like the Lord had put us at these crossroads where He was asking, do I have your attention now with this diagnosis, and are you going to truly rely on me in this season? And it really was in this difficult season that we became dependent on the Lord. The Lord put a lot of great people in our path along the way. There was one lady in particular who, she was actually a pastor's wife. She helped me with my wigs when I was going through treatment. One of the things she asked me whenever I was seeing her for a wig appointment was, will you let your circumstances make you a prisoner or a display of His power? And that still sticks with me today.
Yeah, watching Jen go through what hopefully was the most challenging time of her life, of our lives. Not only leaning into God and having her faith tested, but ultimately strengthening her faith and becoming more reliant on the Lord played a huge impact on my faith as well. Like she mentioned, we had a really good sense of community there, and that was one of the things that we looked for in the church whenever we officially moved down to Greensboro and called it home. And it wasn't long after coming to Lakeside where we found that sense of community. We actually, quickly after coming to Lakeside, joined a small group. And it's just great to walk life with a fellow group of believers and be able to share our struggles as well as our victories with that group of believers.
The type of chemotherapy I had resulted in a lot of fertility challenges for us. It was another season of waiting and trusting in the Lord with a future we couldn't control. And as you can see, this little man is evidence of the Lord's faithfulness. Thankfully, 6 years later, I'm still in remission. Looking back on that season, it was definitely one of the most difficult, but it was also one of the most meaningful and one of the most refining seasons. Now we're thankful for the peace and the perspective that that season brought because we walked through it with the Lord.
We didn't realize how many young women actually go through breast cancer. And Jen has been an ultimate display of His power through her story, being an inspiration for other women that are going through the same situation. So to me, that's been powerful that yes, it was a valley for her, it's a valley for these women, but He's using Jen as part of their story to help get them through their circumstances as well. And that's right, buddy. We're the Bowers family, and this is our story.